Hilarious to me.
Wait, your shoes?
My puffy socks
It's
make
'cause
me
the
look like I
socks-
have cankles.
Your sock to shoe ratio is not right.
They're cozy and they're very puffy.
It is as if the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man decided to wear some slides. Just slip sliding around, terrorizing the city with his ginormous sock ankles. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, where we do not know how to fit our socks into our shoes. Sock it to me. Yeah, right out of the gate.
Money.
I have a treasure trove of sound effects that I'm going to have to exercise some very serious restraint today because Miss D, sweet D, has provided us with even more sound effects that I'm going to have to. Intros. I'm disappointing at the things. Oh, hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, where we do the intros. And I'm Brandon, and I'm one half of the team podcasting duo. Hold on. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Wow.
Yeah. Shut up.
Only took us a minute to get to that. Hi guys, I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half of the podcasting duo. Welcome to episode 20.
20, no longer teenagers.
And guess what the traditional gift for a 20th Annie is?
What?
China. Because it represents the beautiful and delicate nature of your relationship.
Okay. That being said, I have some china for you.
You do?
Yes.
Teacups?
But it's on order. It's, guys, there's a China shortage. It's shipping from China, and it's not here yet. So we're just going to eat off of paper plates for the
Can
time
I tell
being.
you that if I showed up here and you actually had a gift wrapped for me and it was China, that might be the wildest,
weirdest thing that's ever happened?
Yeah. I would worry about you.
I'm worried about me as it is. I don't have China.
Guys, we're great today. You know why?
Why?
It's a high of 55 and it's raining.
It is raining.
It's the best kind of day, hands down.
I like it. I went and did some work today, and I had to walk through it. And I had one of those comical moments where the wind, God's breath, decided to take my umbrella as I was trying to walk across the street.
Out?
Inside out, and I'm like doing physical shtick, walking across downtown streets, like wow, 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 and it's like I'm just trying to stay dry, but no.
It was V windy.
V windy. God's breath came from above and said, "You want an umbrella?" Nope.
Hey, guess what? That's not God.
God.
That's a weather pattern, friend.
Okay.
That could be climate change in action as well.
Well.
Anyway, it's great to have rain. You know, we've been under a red flag warning.
You know, it's great. It's
Lovely
just
rain.
Lovely rain.
My allergies have been terrible. Hoping this will wash away some of that good old Oklahoma pollen. Although, can I tell you what?
Yes.
This time of year, it's my favorite time of year. Autumn all the way, baby. On the way here, I was struck by the majesty of the fall colors.
Just golly.
I'm closing my eyes over
Tuning
here.
out. Yeah, I'm watching you have this weird out of body experience. Do you know what has happened today?
What?
You got in touch with the Earth Mother and had a whole thing, and she took my umbrella, just ripped it right out of my hands, picked my pocket.
She's mad at you.
I don't know what I did to deserve it, but guess what? I used to have an umbrella. Don't now. It is literally turned inside out in my office.
It's just
I
shards.
walked in there soaked to the bones, a drowned rat. and I had spilled coffee on my shirt on the way in, just hoping that, like, you know what, maybe the rain will make it like blend in a little bit. No, it's a brown coffee stain on my shirt, demolished inside out umbrella. looking like a real piece of work coming in, and you're driving over, being just taken over by the majesty.
And look, anyone who knows me knows that I love some fall foliage. Dream trip along the East Coast, the Eastern Seaboard.
That's a dream trip?
Dream trip.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Take me to the East Coast for the fall foliage tour. And I'll get on a bus with some seniors.
I'm sure you. Well,
I will have the time of my life.
You'll get on a bus with some yous, is what you'll do. You are literally just the future incarnation of your just nerdy little snow cone dwelling Stephen King reading self.
Pull over. I need to capture the foliage with my Polaroid.
Oh my gosh. Like, just, that's gonna be a good one. Just shaking it on the bus with Ida Bell.
Shaking like a Polaroid picture.
You know, this is my favorite fact, is when that song came out, Polaroid had to release a statement, an official statement telling people to stop shaking pictures so hard because it's actually not good for the pictures.
It makes the ink run.
Yeah, Andre 3000, he was out here spreading dangerous misinformation about photo development.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Fake news, Andre.
Fake news, Andre 3000. Ice cold. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
Good Polaroids.
Oh no, all Beyonce's and Lucy Lou's. Get on the floor. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor. But don't shake Polaroid pictures.
Don't do it.
Because the foliage will run.
Foliage will run. But this was a beautiful morning. I opened up my new screen door. Got a new screen door. Drank my coffee, ate my eggs. Did some work at the table.
You're playing all the hits.
I
did
was.
some work at the table.
Did some work
Logged
at the
on to
kitchen.
the Facebooks.
Stop it.
Checked out to see what the class of 68 was up to.
Quit it.
That's when I graduated.
Quit it right now.
No.
I'm just enjoying this time of year. I'm taking it in. I'm celebrating the foliage. I will say I walked out on my porch today. Almost got blown away. Probably about the moment that you were getting taken.
Exactly. This is what was happening. Well, you are a human umbrella. Like it's essentially how you're built. You're like a...
What?
You're like just a big skinny umbrella.
What?
Like I would imagine...
With a wide forehead?
No, you said it. I didn't say that. I would never...
I'm just trying to picture a person shaped like an umbrella.
I would never...
Is it because I got bangs?
I would never comment on a lady's forehead. I would never. That is just gauche. I would never walk up to a woman and say to her, I would never say, you have a wide forehead, madam. You are tall and skinny like an umbrella, and your forehead, the width of your forehead to the rest of your head is in lockstep with your sock and shoe ratio right now.
I came here because I was having such a beautiful, relaxing morning.
Our dad says forehead.
Forehead.
He doesn't say forehead. He says forehead.
He does?
Yeah.
Take that H out.
Forehead.
I love that.
It's one of a few things that he says in a very Harry Birdwell way. 1, forehead. 2, restaurant. 3, finance. And here's a wild card.
Okay.
Are you feeling poorly?
Yes.
Poor. It's very Canadian of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's from Fletcher, Oklahoma.
Those are signatures.
That's not anywhere close to Canada.
No, it's not.
But he does say forehead. And so if he were to sit you down, he would say, Ashley, you're a wonderful child.
Sure.
I've been proud of you.
Yes.
Your entire life. Why can your brother not be more like you? Ashley, you are the golden child, and we live and die. We live and die by what Ashley does and says. Brandon, just the shameful secret. Stash him,
Birdwell.
put him under the stairs. The Dursleys and Harry Potter. This is
Listeners, this is baloney.
Anyway, hold on, no.
Is.
All that to say, you have a very wide forehead.
Very wide forehead. Listeners, I don't. He has taken this bit too far.
Guys, for those of you that don't follow us on the socials, so you can't see what we look like,
follow us on the socials. CHWH Pod.
Follow us on the socials. I'm not a biscuit tin and her forehead's normal. This is all true. These are facts.
We have fun.
We sometimes have fun.
So what'd you do this weekend? How was your week/weekend?
This weekend was not eventful, very uneventful, which is to me, that's fall flavors
Stellar.
right there. Stellar. Watched 2 Ghostbusters movies.
Same.
Yesterday.
Same. The Orig.
Perhaps that's what informs your sock and shoe choice today.
Stay Puft.
I watched the Orig, and we skipped over 2, even though I love 2. 2's one of my favorites.
I like 2.
I like 2. But we watched the ladies one. Mm-hmm.
Also good.
Because you know what I think, guys? Hot takes.
Here he goes.
If a lady can carry a baby for 9 months,
She can.
if a lady can run for president, if a lady can heist a casino, then she can bust a ghost.
Yep.
She can bust a ghost as well as any man. Dan Aykroyd.
Agree.
Dan Aykroyd, you can't bust a ghost better than
Get
Melissa
outta
McCarthy.
here. You're probably the worst Ghostbuster.
You're okay. Well, in real life, did you know that Dan Aykroyd is very into the supernatural,
The paranormal?
He's very into it.
Well, he wrote. Did he write or direct or both?
He wrote, and the
first.
original script for the Ghostbusters was way different than what it wound up being.
Oh.
There was a lot of like aliens and space travel and things of that nature.
Weird.
We're gonna have to producer check that. I'm pretty sure
Please
that's true.
check that because we don't know.
But all that to say,
Instead, they went with an ancient goddess.
maybe Zool. Yes. I am the keymaster. You the gatekeeper. I am the gozer. The keymaster. You the gatekeeper. I love
That was pretty
Rick
good.
Moranis in that role. Anyway, sorry. Back to what you were saying. I watched the Ghostbusters. That's what I did this weekend.
All
That's my
weekend.
answer.
That's what I accomplished.
On a loop.
Mine was, filled with sports, and more sports. We're wrapping up our seasons. we
Gosh,
got playoffs coming up.
Can I tell you something, guys, that is going to destroy the spontaneity that we like to put out there? Ashley, on the agenda, it quite literally says sports, comma, and more sports. She wrote it out. She wrote the bit out.
I wrote it out. Sports, and more sports.
I don't want to forget that third sports. So I better get it down on the hold on.
There.
That's a sound effect
Ring
from
it
Miss
out.
D. Sounds like an email, but it's good. I like it.
I like it too.
I like it.
2 different mallets on that one, a wooden and a plastic.
I just so you can shape the tonality, just for variety. Variety.
Of Bings.
Sponsor us, Bings.
Sponsor us, Bings. So we jammed for the Lamb yesterday, you and I. You drummed. I sang.
I did.
It was a good day.
In the middle of one of the songs, I just stopped playing at one point.
Did you?
Weiser
You know
and I
why?
both did.
You know why,
Because they tried
though?
to change they shortened the song.
We shortened it, but you know what? We got the ghost, and we kept going with it.
The goats?
The Holy Goats.
Well, the whole sometimes
It's like it took hold of us, and we thought, you know what? We were going to shorten this one. We're not.
I love
Let's
when-
keep going.
I love
and we
when-
did.
when
And
people-
you know we saved it.
when people get to Holy Ghostin', it's always my favorite. Like I always just love she's out there. Aunt Mabel got to Holy Ghostin', and her wig fell off.
Wow.
She got the ghost and her wig fell off, but she didn't care.
Welcome to all of our charismatic friends. We're so glad you've joined us for CHWH for Let's Talk Theology.
Welcome. Gosh, I wish I had a theme song for that
Or
preloaded.
a sound effect.
Let's talk theology.
Bing.
Bing bong, bing bong bong.
So on Saturday, after all of our sports, and more sports,
All 3 of them.
we took a trip to Spirit Halloween. Have you been there yet this year?
No, I went there when it was a Circuit City, and then and now it's a Spirit, whatever.
It's in the same place it was last year. Feel bad for those, landlords.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, you get 1 month out of the year,
1 month out of the year.
and then it's a fireworks place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
But anyway, we had so much fun doing that. The kids really enjoyed. Asher ended up getting a...
Producer just gave me a thumbs up and said, "Like, are you acknowledging that Dan Aykroyd? Like, is that all he's doing?" Okay, well, guys, we didn't. There's literally zero clarification. He did he just deep in the research, went down a rabbit hole, disappeared for a moment, seemingly like he was going to come back with some information. Turned, looked at me, thumbs up. Just a quick little thumbs up. So thanks, bud.
What does that mean,
That's
man?
super duper. Are you saying you've been to a Spirit Halloween Center? Are you saying that Dan Aykroyd did write it? Is it about aliens? Doesn't matter.
We don't know.
Onward.
Good work, bud.
Yeah, well.
So Asher ended up with when I say fire werewolf mask, I mean fire.
Hot, super hot fire?
This thing is,
Fire?
I believe it says animatronic,
Oh.
but it's not.
Does his face kind of control what it does? Like it bonds
Totally.
to his face.
It smiles and
Guys.
it opens the mouth. It's
Guys.
real good.
Technology, mask, face recognition. This is, guys,
We didn't have this.
Mom made me a ninja turtle. She's like cut one of two holes in one of Dad's ties and tied it around my face.
Actually, that was a great costume because you were a turtle for your preschool program.
And we repurposed it.
We repurposed. And that was
guys,
a great costume.
I
We might
don't-
need to find a picture of that for the
I
socials.
don't want to say that we were the garbage pail kids of costumes.
No, we
But
made great
But
costumes.
we were homemades.
We were.
We were the homemade kids. And nowadays, your kids got the people from Lucas Arts making his thing. He's got a Chewbacca mask. Your kid is with the people with industrial lights and magic are outfitting your children to go around trick or treating. Meanwhile, I'm got a dish towel hanging off my head.
Listen, back in the day, everybody made their costumes, and I think we were better for it. You know my favorite homemade costume?
What?
I was Wonder Woman, and I wore underoos and leg warmers.
I do
Underoos.
that weekly. Guys, because you know what I say? You know what I say?
What?
If a woman can bust a ghost, then a man can be a Wonder Woman. And my underoos, while a little tight, not quite as tight as what's going on with your sock situation. They're a little wide, but not quite as wide as your forehead. They are.
Good grief.
They are cozy on my buns.
So I picture you today going into work, just getting swept downtown in your underoos.
It was comical.
And
it was
leg warmers.
It was literally like I was doing like there should have been theme music playing behind me.
Yes.
And the fact that it took my umbrella, God's breath, it took my umbrella, and then just insult to injury, it's just pouring right in my face as I'm trying to rescue. That was the worst.
So good.
We survived.
We survived it. We did it. So Asher's going to be a werewolf with this mask. It's amazing. Hope is going to be a puppy. She has a big puppy head that she picked out and she loves. Super pumped about it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you showed me a picture of it. It's very large.
It looks like it's eating her. It's like a mascot head.
Bigger than she is.
It really is. It's going to be great. What's Ben going to be?
He was going to be Cuphead.
Okay.
From his current, one of his favorite video games that he plays.
Obsessions.
It's called Cuphead. It's a really cool game, actually, and he's really good at it. He's quite the little gamesman.
He is.
But he was going to be that, but apparently there's quite the demand for Cuphead costumes. Yeah, right?
They probably only made like 5.
Right. Esoteric character. Niche. As they say, as Katie would say.
Yes.
Niche.
Our French expert.
Is that French? Niche?
Franche.
Niche.
I think so.
Niche. Cuphead. What? So anyways, guys, he and Lindsay, to her credit, thrifty,
Yes.
perhaps inspired by our Goodwill game.
She was.
Went to the Goodwill.
Yeah, she did.
And has cobbled together.
Yep.
A what's his name? Slappy from Goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be like a little ventriloquist dummy. This is his first year being something spooky.
Yeah, it is.
So
Benny with his costumes,
he's been.
he commits to a character.
One year he was just a spaceship.
Yeah.
Not an astronaut.
Nope.
Not an alien.
Nope.
The means of conveyance for an astronaut. And when he said, "I want to be a spaceship," we were like, "Oh, okay. So you want to be like an astronaut or whatever?" No, I'm going to be a spaceship.
A rocket.
A rocket ship. So he was just a face floating in a rocket ship.
It was amazing.
Running around. It was awesome.
We might need to post a video of that.
That's the
We
slow-mo.
have a lot of good movies from Halloween. So yeah, Halloween is coming up, guys.
Haga Bing.
So what we thought we would do is talk a little Halloween today. Brandon, if you could dress up for anything this year on Halloween, if you were to dress up, like if you had a party to go to, you don't. If you had
I haven't been invited to any. I'm not welcome.
I don't have a party either. What would you go as this year? I'm putting you on the spot.
gosh, I don't. This is very much on the spot.
I know.
You know,
Take a moment to think about it. This weekend we watched Corpse Bride, and I sat there thinking that makeup would be fire. I would go as Corpse Bride.
fire. This is twice with fire for you today.
I know.
You've used fire twice.
Yeah, I have a quota. I'm trying to meet it.
You're nailing it.
My quota is 3. So
well.
stay tuned, guys. What's your costume you had a moment to think? Biscuit tin, the Top Gun pilot.
The Biscuit Tin, the Top Gun pilot. No, I would be. I've got a real Kenny Loggins beard and hair situation
You
going on right now,
do.
so I might be Kenny Loggins.
You could do it. You could do it.
Someone can be Messina. Loggins and Messina, just
Jeff.
out on the town.
Jeff will be
Jeff is
Messina.
Messina.
Okay, so we thought it might be fun today, you guys, to talk about our stay in 2019 in an actual haunted house.
It was haunted.
Do we think it was haunted?
I am going on record that it was haunted because I went in. I'm ever the skeptic, but I had some moments where it's hard to deny that there was something.
Something was happening.
The paranormal.
So I don't know what your beliefs are about hauntings, guys. Have I ever seen a ghost? No, I have not. Do I believe ghosts are real? I believe,
Here we go.
let's talk theology.
Aunt Mabel believes in a Holy Ghost and so hard that her wig falls off.
Oh my goodness. We're going to have to redact all the Aunt Mabels. Somebody has an Aunt Mabel who gets to ghostin', and they're going to be offended by this.
No, they're going to be like, Aunt Mabel's getting call-outs on the pod?
Sponsor us, Aunt Mabel.
Oh. Yeah. That's our intro for our thing about the haunting. Yeah.
Did you set that to play, or did it play on its own?
The recording studio is haunted. We've been haunted. Guys, that's production value right there.
That's production
I'm just
value.
listen, if that doesn't get us to where we're making money on this stupid thing, this level of production quality.
I'm just saying.
Hey guys.
That wasn't planned.
I'll let you guys guess out there if producer did any of that or if I did it. I'm not going to say anything.
There's a correct answer.
Anyways.
And if you say producer, you're wrong. We love you, buddy. We're so glad you're here. We love you.
I'm pretty glad.
Eat the rest of your cookie, sweetie.
Just eat the rest. Just so demeaning. Buddy, I'm sorry.
We love you.
I'm not sorry.
So in 2019, we took a trip to Barnstable, Massachusetts.
We did.
This was our second trip to Barnstable, having taken one several years prior.
Which was our first.
Which was our first.
There we go. Sports, and more sports.
So Barnstable is the largest community on Cape Cod.
It's always the best whenever you've done research.
I just need people to be along with us.
Their primary imports and exports are lobsters,
salt, and
firefighters.
What?
I don't know.
So Barnstable, largest community on Cape Cod.
Cape Cod.
We fly into Boston.
We do.
We love Boston. And we go on to Cape Cod and stay. Both times we've stayed in Barnstable Village, which is very historic. The first time we stayed in a lovely little Cape Cod on the Great Marsh. It backed up to like this wild...
Are you saying grape marsh?
No.
Grape marsh?
Great Marsh that backs up, and there you could see like all the wildlife, and we went
So
to
many
the
grapes.
beach.
Grapes everywhere as far as the eye can see. It's a marsh of them.
There were no grapes. But this house, the first time we went, we only had 3-year-old Harrison, tiny baby Asher, and Lindsay was pregnant with Benny. So this next time we went, we had 2 more kids. We needed more space.
And it's too many. It's way too many kids.
Listeners, Brandon gives me so much grief about having 3 children.
You have too many kids.
He loves them all of them. So we go back to Barnstable. We decide we need more space. So
I'm crazy about 2 of them.
Okay, I'm going to let you pick which ones. What was that?
loud is what it was. We're going to do some editing on the volume of that.
We sure are.
one.
So we rent this house on let's see, I believe it's the Old Kings Highway, which is now Main Street in Old Barnstable Village. This house was built in 1825.
Mm-hmm.
It's a large, very interesting floor plan. Cemetery in the backyard. Cobb Hill Cemetery in the backyard. So we arrive here and it's nighttime. I will be posting the tour that we took of the house on social media because it was something. So here, I did some research this morning and I looked it up. The house is still for rent.
Sure.
Strangely, there were no bad reviews, all glowing. And here's the description of the house. Built in 1825, the home itself is big, beautiful, and attractively finished and furnished. I would agree with that. Discover the stunning, fully equipped kitchen. Kitchen was lovely. Soak in the cheery light afforded by the vaulted ceiling with skylights and handsome transom windows.
Handsome transoms?
You'll love gathering there. Okay, guys, we arrive and it's dark. We see that there is a cemetery in the literal backyard. Okay? Now it's dark, so we can't fully take in the majesty of the cemetery. We go in and we start walking through the house. Okay? We have a downstairs area. There's an addition that was made in 60s. Brandon, 60s.
60s.
Okay, you're not. You're messing with the thing.
I'm trying to keep all of these plates spinning. Okay?
All of these china plates.
I'm trying to keep these china plates spinning.
So I start taking a tour. There are 2 bedrooms upstairs, like normal bedrooms. These were inhabited by Jeff and me, you and Lindsay, and Benny had one of them.
Yeah.
There was a room upstairs called the birthing room.
The birthing room.
Guys, it's called the birthing room.
For birthings.
Okay? So think about that for a minute. There was also a room that was a bunk room that had a big old drain in the floor.
Yeah.
Why? That's where my boys slept.
Yeah. Room was bunk.
It was a bunk room.
It was a bunk room.
Then, guys, there's a 3rd floor to this place.
We don't go in it.
We did once.
Yeah, it was not. Guys, it was a terrifying place.
Terrifying.
In which to find oneself.
Here's what the description says on the website.
Handsome trampsums.
Handsome
tramp stamps.
Listen, tramp stamps are coming back.
Are they really?
A friend of mine sent me a video. There's a girl on TikTok who has over 1 million followers. Youths all.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And she got the most quintessential lower back tattoo. A butterfly. And now it's a whole thing again. So I say to the people out there who got the lower backs, early 2000s, don't get those lasered off, guys. You're back in style.
You're back in style. Your lower back in style. Guys, it's your time to shine. You are the Britney Spears of your generation. You spread your wings and fly, my babies. You emerge from your cocoon.
Everything old is new
You're
again.
silken Betty time, and you come out, spread those wings and fly. Let everybody see what's happening right on the bottom of your lower back.
Pick up a crop top at the Target. Show it off.
Go get your ears pierced at Claire's at the mall.
Okay, but here's the problem with fashion nowadays, and we'll get back to the
Go
haunted
on,
house.
Meemaw.
We'll get back to the haunted house in a moment. But this actually, I did have a point to make here. You have the crop tops. They're back in style.
Oh.
But back in the day, you had the low-rise jeans. Now, just when I thought jeans...
High waisties.
Right? Just when I thought jeans couldn't get any higher waisted, now we're doing... I saw this in a store the other day. Extra high, higher waisted.
It's too much.
It's too much waist.
It's like on I don't remember, like on I Love Lucy, Fred and Ethel Mertz. If you start at the beginning of the series, Fred's pants slowly eat him as the series goes on.
That's why they had to end the series.
Up and under, that's what he got eaten.
Got
eaten like a snake, just slowly devouring him right in front of our very eyes, and he was begging for help.
There was no more Fred to film.
Do you know what I like? I don't own them, but what I like in a separate life, what I would like to wear often is overalls,
Yeah.
only because I want to call them my shoulder pants.
Oh.
Because I have a friend, Anna, dear friend Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna. Her dad wears exclusively, now that he's like retired,
Yeah.
he makes knives and exclusively wears shoulder pants.
Oh.
And he'll be like, yeah, I'm in my shoulder pants. And I just love that title for them.
It's really good.
I'm going to buy some.
But guys, stop it with the extra higher waisted jeans.
It's too high.
Put on your mom jeans.
Also, how on earth are we to display our lower back tattoos if our jeans are all
That's
the
what
way
I'm
up
saying.
around our shoulder
Now
blades?
we have a conundrum.
Yeah. So here's what's going to start happening.
Yeah.
High-waisted jean manufacturers
Yeah.
are going to have just a clear panel.
window.
A clear window in the back. And you just say, oh, okay. It's a juggalo tattoo.
Guys, it's the same concept as a glass bottom boat.
Uh-huh. Yes, but it's but a glass bottom butt. It's so that I want to display to the world how important it is that the Chinese character for happy
Which really
is
means
right here.
idiot
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
stupid or,
I just want you to know. I want you to know that my lower back says brave warrior. I want you guys to know that my right above my crack it says contented. It doesn't say mushu pork. It says gratitude. Look through my super high, extra high waisted jeans, glass bottom butt to reveal me saying courageous for me saying indeed. Oh, have you met Brandon? Is he the guy with the super killer high-waisted jeans and the lower back tattoo that in Chinese says happy-go-lucky?
I feel like it's like dead air. I'm leaving you hanging back.
It's okay. I'm just going.
I cannot. With the panel jeans.
I'm telling you, this is not as ridiculous a notion as some of the fashion things that have gone on in history.
This is how we monetize.
This is how we do, is we come out with our
Sponsor us, panel jeans.
cold hands, warm hearts, clear jeans. Everybody tune in. Tune in to find out what Brandon gets tattooed on his lower back this week. It's a picture of Yosemite Sam and it says back off under it. It's the sexy mud flap girl.
We have to stop.
It's a picture of Joe Camel, but he's not smoking a cigarette. He's got a sucker. 'Cause we don't smoke on this pod. The only thing that's smoking are these clear jeans.
I need you to stop. We have an agenda, and it's a haunted house.
It's a picture of a slide whistle.
Will you please pause? Pause the recording like.
Nope. Won't do it.
I have to control myself. Okay, guys. Okay.
Welcome back to Brandon's lower back tattoo.
There's tears running down my face. Okay. I'm back. Okay, so
We good?
on the third floor of this haunted house, there were the captain's quarters. And
They were called that.
Yeah, here's what the website says. One last set of stairs leads to the third level, where you'll find an enormous captain's quarters guest room with a comfy queen-size bed. The room is completely custom wood paneled, including the striking coffered ceiling. Coffin ceiling.
Coffin.
The windows up here provide an arresting elevated view of Main Street below. Guys,
Who wrote this flowery review?
the people trying to get people to rent this thing.
It was a ghostwriter.
Oh, good one. Ba-dum-bum.
Those
we
are
have
finger
that sound
guns.
effect here.
We do?
Somewhere. So, okay. Nope. But it'll suffice. Yeah. So anyway, so we get there, we think, oh, there'll be plenty of beds for everybody, plenty of space. thinking that someone would want to sleep in the captain's quarters. Guys,
No
one set foot up there.
Not a captain among us.
Not a
Not a
captain.
single captain. None would rise to the occasion. High rise, low rise, doesn't matter. No one's going to be the captain in these quarters.
And I'm going to post this to social media so you can see what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
We're not a family of scaredy cats.
No.
We don't subscribe to the paranormal.
My lower back tattoo says
don't.
bravery. I'm not scared of nothing.
It does not. It says Kung Pao chicken.
It says Kung Pao chicken and back off, mister.
It says Goiza dumplings.
Oh, God, I love gyoza. Like,
They're so good.
they're so good.
I would eat those until I was sick.
Yeah, well,
Back to the haunted.
I have eaten those until I've gotten
Just
sick.
this morning, in
I
fact.
did, and then God's breath took my umbrella, just sick and spinning on the street.
Stop it. We're in the haunted house.
Fell down on my backside on a fresh tattoo.
Okay, so this trip was wonderful. However, when I tell you that something about this house...
That was a pretty good one. That was good timing.
I said, Brandon, we need scary sound effects. And so be prepared.
And what's awesome is that one was just sitting in the session. That just happened.
Ooh, the computer is truly haunted. So this trip was fabulous, but when I tell you we could not relax inside the walls of this home.
Not even a little.
Not even a little. There was a lovely courtyard area. There was a hot tub. There was an outdoor shower.
It was arresting.
It was arresting, according to the website. And there was a little chimenea fireplace outside.
I did a lot of outdoor showering.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mainly because the bathroom was haunted.
Yes.
It overlooked the cemetery.
Yeah, guys, listen.
Literally.
Getting just to be out just in the crispy autumn weather.
It was June.
It was June. Crispy autumn June. Guys, listen, I was out there in the crispy crispies. I was out there in my skivvy divvies. I was out there in the nude, taking a little outdoor shower, just overlooking the grapes. The grape
graves.
marsh. The grapes and the graves.
The graves of wrath.
Hey.
Right.
Okay.
English humor.
Yeah, well,
So we couldn't relax inside the walls of the house.
not in the walls.
Couldn't do it.
Not in the captain's quarters, not in the birthing room.
Now, this was interesting because Harry B., our father, did not stay in the haunted part of the house with us. He was recovering from a surgery, so he stayed in the downstairs area.
In the surgery recovery room.
Right, that was added on in like the 1960s. So it wasn't haunted.
No.
And so he didn't get it. He didn't get why none of us could be comfy
No.
in the house.
He was
Poor
cozy.
Crindy
Yeah.
was up in the birthing room with Hopi, and you know there was some energy in that birthing room.
I was walking through the house at one point, and it was dark everywhere, and I was alone. And I just heard this old-timey sounding recording, and it was mom sitting in a dark room listening to a Bible study. But from across the house, it was terrifying. It was like someone doing incantations. And so I was like, what is happening? And Crindy's just sitting in the dark. And I was like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm just doing my Bible study. I got to Holy Ghost and my wig fell off.
Crindy does not wear a wig,
Crindy
friend.
doesn't. She's got great hair.
She's got great hair.
And a wonderful forehead.
So, if she does.
She does.
So where did mine come from?
I don't know. I think maybe mom and dad's combined.
I have a normal size forehead, people.
Guys, can I public service announcement? My sister's got a normal forehead. Okay? Stop writing in about it. Yeah.
What?
Stop writing in about my sister's wide forehead.
That wasn't real.
Your forehead?
Why did that just happen?
It's well, listen.
The computer's playing them on its own.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so back to the house. We
You asked for this. This is on you.
that's a sound bath bowl.
Dude.
Is what that is.
Yeah, I like a good sound bath.
I know you do.
Bowl.
So anyway, we had a great trip, but some wild things happened, okay? Ben got sixth sensed
He did.
in a bathroom.
He did. Now explain what that means.
So Ben was 6. Speaking of sixth sense, he was 6 years old.
Way to draw those parallels. Is
Right?
that written on the agenda?
No.
You're hilarious.
I'm off script.
Sports.
And more
more
sports. Ben got locked in a bathroom. It was dark
was
in the
very dark,
bathroom.
yeah.
And he was horrified. We could not get the door open. We didn't even know it locked from the inside.
No.
Brandon took a hammer to the doorknob
Yeah, I did. Very strong.
to rescue his son.
Yeah, guys.
We have a picture of this.
Guys, listen, not all heroes wear capes. I am the hero that we all deserve but never knew we needed. I will take a hammer to a door to save a child.
Anyway, this was it was an historic doorknob.
And his
We had to fix it. We did.
HB did.
Harry B fixed it.
He did an amazing job
He's
of it,
very
actually.
handy.
He's very handy.
He's V-handy.
V-handy. I didn't inherit that.
He visited the haunted hardware store up the road.
He did.
Because come to find out, guys, this house is on one of the most haunted miles in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's what we were told after the fact. And truly, we would go to places around town, around the village, and they would say, "Oh, you're in town from Oklahoma. Where are you staying?" And we'd tell them. And to a person.
Whipstaff Manor.
Yeah. Basically.
I wouldn't go up there if I was you.
That's exactly what we were told.
Yeah.
No one said anything, but they all gave us the look.
Yeah.
The look.
As if to say, I don't care how brave your lower back tattoo says you are, you're in a whole heap of mess right now.
You got to get out of there.
You're stepping into some ghosties. You're stepping into a bad situation.
You guys, the whole family better move into that outdoor shower for the remainder of your stay.
No,
Because it wasn't haunted.
It was lovely.
It was lovely, I will say.
I felt about that outdoor shower the way that you felt about your morning today.
About fall foliage?
Just basking in the foliage, except for it was me naked in an outdoor shower instead of fall flavors. These are very different things, but they're the same. It's the same, only different.
The same concept.
Listen, one man's foliage is another man's naked shower in outsides.
In the great outdoors.
That's what they say. That's a saying. One man's is another man's.
So also, poor Benny really got the brunt of this. Ben was walking past a large wooden heavy shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Flew off the wall onto him. He didn't touch it.
No. It touched him, though.
Touch it.
No.
And that was another HB repair.
He literally was just going around fixing things that ghosts were messing up.
Reconstructed the house.
Some vacation this turned out to be.
That's right.
Right? That's him. That was him.
He didn't say that. Because we had a lovely time. One other story that Jeff reminded me of, and we reference this so often. So we were walking up the road. One reason why we thought it would be great to stay here is because it was near downtown, within walking distance of like shops and coffee and restaurants. So we decided to walk to a restaurant in town called the Dolphin.
The Dolphin.
Delicious seafood.
Guys, the most delicious dolphin I've ever had.
There was no dolphin
I
served.
ate my weight in dolphin nuggets. They were, guys, what even is a nugget of a dolphin? Like, what does it come from? Where do you get a dolphin nugget?
There was no dolphin on the menu.
Is it the belly? Is it the highly sought after dorsal fin? Whatever it is, guys, eat dolphin.
We had a lot of lobster. Is what I'm saying. But we all decide we're going to go to this restaurant. And we start walking down the road. We get to the restaurant. We order drinks.
Yes.
So we are seated. We are enjoying the breadbasket.
Yes.
Drinks all around.
Drinks all around.
And we realize, where's Asher?
Yeah.
Our middle son.
Yeah.
Where is Asher? Now, granted, we are a large crew, but this is
too big. It's
unconscionable.
Too many. No, I know, but at the same time,
you should never lose a child.
Anyone who has more than one child is asking to lose a child. You guys, listen, it's in the handbook. It's in the parenting handbook. It is literally chapter 1, line 1, in what to expect when you're expecting.
They're worried about Asher. Let me finish.
What?
He's fine, guys. But so we look around and we're like, Jeff and I remember Jeff's face in this moment. I look at him, his eyes are wide. Where's Asher?
Wider than your forehead.
Okay. So Jeff, you've never seen two parents sprint faster out of a restaurant, back down the road. It was about a 10-minute walk. Sprinting as fast as we can down the ancient old King's Highway.
I'm just picturing you, just limbs akimbo.
I'm very fast. I'm very fast.
Are you fast?
I'm very fast. We get to the driveway. Asher, 7 years old, guys, sitting in the back seat of our rental car, reading a book.
Yeah.
Reading a book in the driveway.
Just had forgotten that y'all existed. Waiting.
We home aloned our son.
When are we going to leave?
We home aloned him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I felt awful. And I almost couldn't enjoy my dolphin.
Yeah, well, listen, here's the thing, though, guys. If there's one remedy for leaving your child in a haunted house by himself, it's a nice big hunk of dolphin.
Oh, guys. But we had a wonderful trip. We went into Boston for Gigi. Okay, this is what the kids call crindy.
Hold on. If we're not talking, if you're just talking hauntings, there was a whole night where
Oh, finish that. I'm sorry. We did not experience this.
Our door was like rattling with the violence of a grown man, like jamming it, running, like the knob was turning, and it was all night long. Yeah. Somehow I was able to kind of in and out of sleep, but poor Lindsay couldn't sleep. She it was the worst. She's highly traumatized by it.
I wish she were here right now to give her side of this.
It's just
because to this day, she gets real weird when you ask her.
Yeah, she brought a ghost home. Our house is haunted now.
I know.
It's been playing all of its sound effects.
I know. Its name is Tilly.
Yeah. Golly. Yep.
Oh my gosh, guys. But truly, I can't explain it. Have I ever seen a ghost? I have not. But I will tell you that something about this place felt off. There was an energy about it. It could be a thin place, where the spiritual world meets the physical world.
What?
I don't know. Yeah.
A thin place?
Let's talk theology.
Did you say a thin place?
Thin place.
Huh.
Look up some Celtic Christianity and also some pagan beliefs as well. It's very big in Celtic lore.
Okay, this is interesting stuff.
It is interesting stuff.
We'll put it all in the show notes, guys.
All in the show. We do need to start show notes, actually, because we've got recipes.
We have show notes.
Sure, but I'm saying like things that we discuss, like links and things. Stay tuned for that, guys.
You're gonna do it. I'm not. You're just gonna have to send it to me, and I'll copy and paste it into the thing.
Oh, we know. We all know. All right, guys. So several weeks ago, we polled the community for things that make your autumn fat.
Fat. P-H fat.
P-H-A-T. And we wanted to circle back to that because we got so much good information. So quickly, I want to give just a couple of these. We'll pepper in some more in the coming weeks. But our next topic in All Things Autumn is autumn food and stuff.
Food and stuff. Yeah.
So the Ray family.
Okay.
Dear
friends and suppliers of chips.
Yeah, our chip suppliers. The first ones, the main ones. They love to make a big pot of chili and have it simmering on the stove while they rake leaves and or decorate for Halloween.
I love the chili idea. Mm-hmm. The leaf raking. I can take her leaf.
You don't want to jump in a big pile? Oh, good one.
Come on, don't move past my awesome fat fall puns.
I'm sorry. Do you not jump in a big pile of leaves?
I will jump in them. I will not rake them.
I refuse to rake them.
I like to jump in a pile of leaves the same way I like to just dive into some unsuspecting kid's sand castle. I like to just be on a beach and I see a kid and I like to see him when they're like halfway through the project and I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch this kid build this sand castle and be so proud of it. And then right when he's, Mama, Daddy, look at my sand castle, I come and I just crossbody that thing. And then when he looks at me as if to say, why? I say, you know why. And then I run into the ocean.
Do you do it like, do you act like it's an accident?
No.
Or what about his parents? What if they see you?
Good luck catching me. Oh. Good luck catching me. And if you do, I'm already out in the ocean.
In my glass bottom jeans.
In my glass bottom jeans. I'm lugging a dolphin up to shore to prepare later.
Tying it all together.
Is that an Aquaman tattoo on your lower back?
It's a merman.
Is that King Triton from The Little Mermaid?
I don't know why that's... Listen, forever the lower back tattoo bit.
Is that the creature from the Black Lagoon crawling up your back?
So I do have a great chili recipe to share. Guys,
Are you saying grape chili?
Oh my gosh. That one's not going to tie together so easily. So my favorite easy chili recipe for autumn food and stuff is the Gaines family chili, Chip and JoJo.
Oh,
I made it the other night.
Of Fixer Upper.
Fixer Upper
fame.
This one's super easy. And you can make it spicy. You can add some jalapenos.
It can have shiplap.
Extra shiplap on the side
yeah.
for dipping. You can serve it with cornbread, or you can do Frito chili pies, which is kind of the way we prefer to do it.
I like cornbread.
I do too.
Wiser, the Sugar Free All-Stars have a song called Cornbread.
They do.
And it's just like this really funky riff, and then occasionally Wiser will just go, cornbread. That's it. That's the whole song. And it's amazing. Corn.
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
So another recipe that I love to make in the fall is Reed Drummond, also known as the Pioneer Woman. Her best tomato soup ever. That's what it's called. We do that, and we'll
Seems
do
a little cocky.
Okay, but it legit is.
Ever.
And it's so easy, guys. And we like to do that. I usually have that like in the fridge most of the cool months of the year because we love it so much. It's great to do with like grilled cheeses. We'll do like a fancy grilled cheese night and we'll have all the fixins, all the different cheeses, and we'll have like bacon.
Delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, that sounds
It's one of our favorite things. So what are your thoughts on candy corn? Because this is something our listeners brought up.
Listen,
How do you feel about it?
guys, this is just a good time podcast. We don't need to get into controversies. This is dangerous territory right here. And here's what I'm going to say.
Controversies.
Here's what I liked it a lot. Here's the thing. I like a candy corn. I like a candy corn. It's specific. It's waxy. I like the little pumpkins that are.
Pumpkin. That's what I was going to bring
They
up.
got a little bit more body to them.
Yep.
Right.
They don't dry out as quickly.
They don't.
Because you don't want to dry.
Listen, here's a big problem. I love candy corn, but I can't think of how to keep them from drying out.
Sponsor us, candy corn.
Sponsor us, Cornby Cams. Come on, pumpkins. Get us the waxy goodness.
I feel the same way. I actually enjoy candy corn. I'm going to add this caveat. I do not like the candy corns with the brown part. I don't like the chocolate. Get that out of here.
There's a chocolate candy corn?
Yeah. And if you get the autumn mix,
No.
I don't want you because you have...
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here with it. I do love the pumpkins, and I like the original corns, and I like them in moderation because you can overdo.
A handful of candy corn goes a long way.
Plenty.
What I like to do with candy corn is I like to eat it in sections, like the orange section, the white section, the yellow section. I just like take them, bite them, like with my incisors, with my front teeth, Dr. Wilgus.
Yeah, with your front mouth bones.
That's what to do.
So one other quick tip I want to give, because I know there's going to be a lot of pumpkin carving happening this week. I saw this hack online. Have I tried it yet? No.
Okay, so
But you know how I love to give a pro tip.
So you're an authority on this.
I've
very
seen videos
specific.
of it.
Oh, good.
Haven't tried it myself. Myself.
I've seen videos of tons of things that I can't do.
Anyhow, you use a hand mixer. Once you carve the lid of your pumpkin, open it up, use a hand mixer to get out all the goo and the strings. It helps you, because that's always the thing, to like scrape the sides and scoop them and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hand mixer. Try it. You're welcome.
Sponsor us, KitchenAid.
Sponsor us, hand mixers. So, what you watching, reading, or listening to this week, B?
Watch the Ghostbusters.
Same.
We're gonna do some more spookies coming up. I just am trying to map that out.
I know you got to save the good ones for the week of.
Listen to that record that Matt Toney recommended on the birthday party. The What It Means to Be Human record. Really good. Another one. So it's just another home run for Matt Toney. He's always nailing it. And so that's what I've kind of done a little listening to there. Yeah. So we'll say that.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are great.
We also watched the original Ghostbusters, as previously mentioned.
Also, here's an opportunity for the plug.
Oh.
Michael Trepanier loaned me a book
Hi,
from a
Michael.
series. Hi, Michael. From a series called 33 1/3. I think it's about like records. People will like do a breakdown of an individual record, and he loaned me the edition that is about OK Computer by Radiohead. So I'm reading that, and there's my Michael Trepanier reference for the episode.
And
Bang.
your book reference.
And my book reference.
Two birds with one stone.
Yep.
Tweet.
Okay.
So we watched Ghostbusters. We also watched my favorite that I mentioned in our All Things Autumn episode, where I talked about Mr. Toad and Ichabod Crane. Did that last night. Just gets me every
Delightful.
time. It's a
Delightful.
delight.
It's a
made in
delight.
1949. I learned this about Bing Crosby. I was binging Bing. I was binging Bing Crosby last
Yeah.
night while watching. Do you know that he passed away in 1977, bing, from a heart attack. Yeah, after having a delightful game of golf outside of Madrid, Spain.
That is a lot of information
At the
that
age
you
of
just
74.
shared. Listen, Bing.
Just so you know. One thing I want to mention,
So much information about Bing Crosby.
and speaking of killing two birds with one stone, Crindy did not provide us with a review this week.
No.
She did give me a personal review of a show on Netflix.
Of my forehead. Oh,
Okay. Of a show on Netflix called The Watcher.
okay.
She told me it was good. She binged it in like a night. 7 episodes, limited series.
Yeah, huh?
Guys, I've been watching this. I'm 4 in. Do not watch it with your children. There's language.
Okay.
There's some things. However,
Like they say poopy doo-doos and stinky butts. They say,
Something like, okay,
who's,
we don't need
who's
it.
watching?
We
Who's
don't
out
need
here?
it.
The watchers. You bunch of little turds.
we don't need it.
Get out of here.
So, but this is very suspenseful. It is a thriller. It's based on a true story. Great acting. I'm just saying, you might want to give this one a watch. Don't watch it with your kids.
Because they say turds.
Nope.
Oh.
So, guys, we want to invite you to follow us on all the socials at CHWH Pod. Again, we want to invite you to leave us speak pipe messages. These are where you record up to 90 seconds of audio. You can find this address linked in our bios.
We still, listen, I'm just going to say that we haven't heard from Grace
Nope.
for a while, and we haven't heard
Gladys.
from our connection with Orbit Sweet Mint Gum. I'm still waiting on those deal points to come through, brother. I'm still trying to get ink to paper. I'm trying to get this deal buttoned up, so just give me a call.
Orbit exec.
Come on.
Big guy boss man
Big
over there
guy
at Orbit.
boss man doing the thing.
But yeah, guys, and that leads us to our next point. We would, if you're wondering what you can get us for Halloween, reviews for the pod.
Yeah.
That's a thing. You know what? Forget the China.
That's a thing. That's what that was.
You know what? We don't need China from you for our 20th. We need reviews.
Chickadee China, the
We need 'em.
Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking.
Oh.
Watching X-Files with no lights on. What does he say after that? With Donald Faison? What does he say? I don't know, but Bare Naked Ladies.
They're naked ladies.
The most celebrated alt-rock Canadian band of the 90s.
Yeah, they got some great Christmas music.
They do?
We'll talk about that as we get closer to Christmas. What's your warm heart for this week, bud?
You know what? Here's what I'll say. I put out a new song this past week.
You sure did.
And people have been very encouraging about it.
Because it's a great song. You want to tell people the name of it?
It's called Don't, which is funny because my buddy Tom, dear friend Tom, hey Tom, when I put out on Instagram to pre-save it, I said, hey, if you could pre-save the new song, I'd appreciate it. And his only response was, but it says don't, which I thought was hilarious.
That is funny.
But no, yeah, it's
It's a
I'm
great
proud
song,
of it,
guys.
and
Give it a listen.
everybody's been super encouraging and sweet about it. So there's mine.
Oh, that's great. When you put things out into the world that mean something to
Yeah,
you.
because putting out new music is quite literally the worst thing in the world. I
Terrifying.
hate it so much.
I
but,
can't imagine.
But people are sweet, so there's that.
Well,
What's
you're
yours?
also a good musician.
Whatever.
So my warm heart is that the other night at a football game, where I am all the sports, and more sports. I was sitting there, and an old college friend whom I have not seen in years, Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Came up, and we just reminisced, and it was like no time has passed. And
Oh, but so much time has passed.
okay, stop. She looks the same. It was beautiful, wonderful, and I was like, look at us, football moms up here. Remember the good old days? These are good days too, but
Yeah, stop
anyway.
it. Okay.
just
All
good
right.
to
We're
see
going to
old
wrap it up
friends.
here because that was just. Stop denying that you're getting old. Years have passed. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy weenie. Okay. Bye.
Bye.